Well, and that's I think there's somewhat of a good segue here to talk about what David is talking about in terms of, well, I'll put it this way. There's a good clip up somewhere on Apologia Studios channel on YouTube with Dr. Andrew Sandlin talking about one of the things the Reformation highlighted was, well, I would say it contradicted this idea of this priesthood class, and that's where the spiritual stuff's taking place. So if you want to do the real spiritual game, if you want to be in that spiritual game, you got to do that priest and pastor and bishop thing. It's all taking place over there in that world of the spiritual, whereas everything else out here is sort of just the mundane, just get through it sort of stuff, whether you're an artist or a musician or whether you're a business owner or if you're in economics or whatever.
We'll see if God accepts that at the end.
It's just this thing over there. There's just worldly stuff, but this is where the real spiritual game is over here. It's in this church building with these spiritual things. And one of the things that Dr. Andrew Sandlin brings up is the Reformation really repudiated that idea. And on the basis of Scripture, like, God creates and gifts artists with the ability to do what they do, and that's worship. And if you're a business owner, you worship God in that. If you're in the area of economics, you worship God there, and you do it well. And like David said, there's merit in itself in what it is, because, God's responsible for it, and you can do that to the glory of God. And one of the things I really appreciate so much, and you guys have heard me say it before about David, is that David's in this world of economics, and he is respected. People value what he has to say, but David operates in this world, doing things to the glory of God, doing things to the best of his abilities, and he has a fundamentally Christian worldview. Obviously, he's the son of Dr. Greg Bahnsen, and so that comes out. So there's this great blessing that David is to the world in the area of economics, and that's because of his Christian presuppositions and the worldview that he holds, and he's doing really well over in that world. So where even Fox Business says, hey, we want to come here. We want you to come on to hear your opinion. And I so look forward to the day when that is the predominant theme. The Christians are the leaders in their fields, and they're doing all the things the best, like we did before with academic institutions, like we did with art, like we did with science, all the rest. So, David, you have something that you have done you want people to hear about, so go for it.
Well, I appreciate those kind words, and I agree with the sentiment and the aspiration. I would even localize it a bit more. You're a pastor, as a local church. I not only want, I'm kind of blessed. Fox does not reach out to me to get the Christian guy on there. They reach out to me because they want the finance guy, and I'm a Christian who is never going to shy away from that, and where it is appropriate to kind of let those presuppositions shine through, I will do so. But the Christian guy is generally sought after. Despite mediocrity, when they want the particular person of a craft, and it's not related to the fact that of their faith, then it's for their craft, their skill, and I think that's very important. And on a local level, I've always said I'll feel that marketplace theology has got to where it needs to be when businesses are calling local churches saying, "Hey, we need to hire a new middle manager. We need to hire a new such and such. And what does your church have? Because we get our best quality work out of the faith community." Yeah. And it could be, of course, that they want the virtue and the character and the integrity. That would be wonderful. But I'm saying something much more than that. I want them to reach out to the faith community for professional needs because of the skill, because of the technique.
Yeah.
There's a verse that describes this. Proverbs 22:29. Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men.
There you go.
Love that verse. Perfect.
And the night that President Trump retweeted me, somebody sent me that verse, and I said, "Guys, I don't think that's what the verse is talking about."